Hello team, I hope you're doing really well. Nefertiti Poyner here with the Devereux Center for Resilient Children. I want to keep talking with you about tips to build your resilience. So today, I want to talk about something that we've talked about. We talk about this in some of our national work, and sometimes I get people give me what I call the shut up look. It's kind of a look that says, really, lady? So I want to talk with you about things that you and I can do starting right now, as soon as you stop the video. That may seem quite ordinary, but they're rather extraordinary when you think about doing them with intention. So, there is a researcher. She's actually one of the seminal researchers behind the theory of resilience. Her name is Anne Masten, Masten. She wrote a book, and Anne Masten's book is actually called Ordinary Magic. Ordinary Magic. And in that resource, Dr. Masten talks about so many of the behaviors, the principles, the attributes of resilient children, because a lot of the resilience research started with looking at children and watching them as they grew into adults. So many of the characteristics that made them resilient were simple things, like having a sense of tenacity. They were risk takers. They were autonomous. It's a whole list of things, but so many of the things on the list are things that you and I did as children, our children are doing as children, and they can contribute to their resilience. And so today, I would like to ask you, until I can see you again, to take as many ordinary things as you can and turn them into extraordinary things, just because that's how we're going to intentionally approach them. So for example, dinner time. So before COVID-19, everybody was probably super busy. We couldn't always get to the table. But from this day forward, let's practice intentional dinner time together. Take an ordinary situation, make it extraordinary by doing it together. And I don't care if it's just pizza from the delivery outside. It doesn't have to be anything magical. Your togetherness is what makes it magical. Want to hear some more ideas? Take a walk around the block. Do it together. Do it by yourself. Just make it intentional, and you can change that ordinary moment to extraordinary. Look at the clouds. Step outside and look at the clouds. See how many different shapes you can find. That's taking an ordinary moment and making it extraordinary just because you're thinking about it differently. What about a rainbow? Many of us look to the sky afterwards, after a storm, and sometimes we get this beautiful, awe-inspiring vision of different colors in the sky. Rainbows emphasize hope. They let us know that there is a tomorrow. They're also just simply beautiful to look at, right? And so you can take an ordinary moment like a rainbow and make it extraordinary just by being in awe of it for just a few minutes. And so many of our team members, there's a national effort around rainbows in different communities around the country. And some of our Devereux friends have actually done a few things. Take a look at these photos. Really nice to see, isn't it? And until I can see you again, I want you to remember, we're not looking for extraordinary right now. We're not looking for extraordinary on any day as it pertains to things that we're doing to grow our resilience. We're just trying to get better at getting better. And my encouragement to you until I can see you again is to look for ordinary moments and try to make them magical. See how many you can do until I see you again. Can you get to 10? Can you get to 20? Can you get to 25? I hope so. I wish you well until I can see you again. Do your best to take as many moments, turn them from ordinary to extraordinary, just because you are intentionally setting out to do so. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon.